another SPILO collab, but now you guys are involved. I'll be giving away a free SPILO VOD when I can redeem it, and me and him will be going over your VOD on stream. Anyways, onto the Brawl coaching, streamed on twitch.tv/major_midget_OW2.
Okay, fine. So off the bat, already a lot of things have happened just in the last 5 seconds. I don't like pushing up this far. I don't like staying in here. I'd much prefer playing over here. Because you have a wider L.O.S, you have to flick your crosshair, less so, because your L.O.S is tighter, right? You want as many characters on your screen as possible, so you have to flick your crosshair less. And you'll see later on, right, that because you play here, and you play in an L.O.S, where you can't see like half your team, you have to keep flickering your crosshair back and forth, and people keep going in and out of your L.O.S. Whereas if you're just playing here, you can heal your Cree if he goes right side and whatnot, and overall it's just, you have more options to heal your teammates. Because you will not be able to see teammates flanking right side, and what will happen is that you'll get tunnel vision on the Reinhardt or whoever you're healing. Because, again, who can be bothered to flick their cross at 90 degrees? If your Cree takes damage right now, are you going to see him? Your Cree's not on your screen right now. That's insane. Being how tight this is, you can't even see your Zarya. You can't even see your Cree! You can't even see them. Because you're playing so up close. And not to mention, you are also at a higher danger playing this close. Because you're more likely to take Reinhardt fire strikes, more likely to take spam, and you can't dodge it as easily, right? Again, if he was here, he'll be on your screen. But good, one thing I really like is you're making use of your gun. You're down over half your clip, and what most Baptistes do is that they never like shoot heal. Like even at Masters, they don't shoot heal. They literally, they're just heal bots. Never shoot heal. They never shoot heal. I think it's shoot heal. I think that's the rhythm. I'm not quite sure about that, but you want to be doing something or doing those two things simultaneously and making sure that you're getting value out of your gun. Yes, people play Baptiste for the lamp, yeah, I get that, but you're missing out a large part of his kit if you're not making use of his gun. A large part of his kit, and I'm glad that you are shooting and you are making good use of that gun. First thing first, this bubble's way too early. I'd ideally like, not way too early, but I'd ideally like the Reinhardt to be swinging right here, rather than here. Because you have this distance to cover, and it's such an immense amount of spam that what actually ends up happening is that the Reinhardt can't get a swing. You can't get a swing. It's too far away. Way too far away. And you'll see that Ocean tries to get another swing in and tries to be greedy, but the bubble ends up bursting, and he ends up taking like 100 damage more than he should, right? So, big L. Speed boosting in, and then bubbling, and then bowling are fine. Second thing here, Reinhardt doesn't get walled. Kind of a big thing. It's a mechanical misplay. There isn't anything I could really say other than just make sure you hit the Reinhardt. Actually, one thing I will say, it's hard to land Mei walls laterally. It's really hard. Same thing with Baptiste. Like the hardest move, the slightest movement will disrupt your Mei wall. Do you see what my crosshair is? It's right there. If I move up just a little bit, like that, you see how far the Mei wall goes. It's like exponential. If we move a little tiny bit, it goes all the way over there. It goes so far just by the slightest bit of movement, right? Hence why you can only like really land reliable Mei walls from like 10 meters away. Whereas from 20 meters away, it's really hard to land a Mei wall. And this is why you'll see so many Meis wall like this, when in reality they're trying to wall somewhere over here. So you see where it goes. But the slightest movement upwards, like that. See how far that goes? Slightest movement. And just like a millimeter above. It's already going off the map. This is a key thing, chat. This is so important. This is partially on Ocean Stand's fault, and partially on McCree's fault. So if you see here, soon as Ocean Stand gets bubbled, where's the angle? Where's McCree? McCree should be here. Where's McCree? Where is he? Completely synced. And if McCree was here, look how much attention the Reinhardt is baiting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all 6 players are looking at the Reinhardt right now. This McCree can turn this corner, potentially 2 shots to him. At least it's like 3, maybe 4 shots because of the Inspire and the AoE healing. But the point still stands. You pair this with a Lucio, you pair this angle with a McCree, Lucio, and even a high charge Zarya, you're killing at least a squishy hero. At least. And this is how you play Brawl. You give these slight surgical angles. And Ocean Stand, he needs to make sure that before he goes with the swing, that he can see that McCree is behind him. And he's like, oh, the McCree's not ready to take an angle yet. I'm just going to wait here for like an extra second or two and wait for McCree to go right. Because look what happens, right? Hey, McCree, let's go for the angle. No, he backs off. He never takes the angle, so that's partially McCree's fault. He doesn't even take the angle. But I believe in another team fight, maybe next team fight, then McCree actually pushes to the right side, and then Reinhardt backs off. So Reinhardt plays aggressive, McCree plays passive, then Reinhardt backs off when the bubble's gone, and then plays passive, and then McCree plays aggressive when the bubble's gone off. It's desynced. We're going to see a massive mistiming right here. Alright, chat. So Reinhardt goes in, fire strikes, Again, where's the angle? Where's the angle? It's so passive. It's literally nowhere. It's almost nowhere. Now Ocean Stand backs out, and now Cryo and Mei push in. Desynced. And now Mei and McCree disengage, and now Reinhardt goes in. Another thing I want to mention here, show management. This rotation, fine, I can maybe live with it, but fine. Why did you flick your shield there? Why did you flick your shield? Like this little flick right here. Unneeded. You engage when you're down half shield. You're at 1000 HP shield. Then you back off. I think Luffy overcommits because he thinks he walled the Reinhardt when he actually didn't. So he commits, gets Cryo forced, and then you're now in an awkward position. But you could have an extra 600 HP shield right now. You could be at 1000 HP shield if you just took like 2 seconds. Shift usage and lamb. So I'm curious why he's. Hang on. Okay, why no shift? Hello? You got 2 people that are critical. You need as much healing as you need right now. And even if they weren't critical, like the frame before, when they were like mid HP, they're gonna take a lot of damage because everyone's looking at them. Everyone's looking at them. They're gonna be taking a ton of damage. So I don't know why you hold onto your shift for so long.
Get in here.
Keeps it lamps. And then shift stop. I guess the shift afterwards is fine because the lamp breaks, right? So I'm guessing that shift is fine afterwards. But I don't know why do you keep your shift so long? Lamp the corner if possible. Probably over here or over here. And I guess you kind of panicked it and whatnot. But if your main messes up the wall, if your Reinhardt doesn't get bubbled correctly, and if your Reinhardt raise shield, if your McCree doesn't peek right side, like that, your like lamp's gonna be forced out eventually. Most Mei walls will force out lamp. Most Baptiste will do is that they'll constantly crouch their exo boots and they'll charge them constantly so that they can jump up above the wall to lamp immediately. They're always thinking about lamp. So think about how you're going to use lamp before you actually use it, so you don't just chuck it into the middle of the enemy team. You can actually have a little bit more thought into placing it before you actually need to place it, if that makes sense. But like, be like, ooh, but one massive thing, by the way, is that Chungus got out with high charge. Like so many Zaryas like don't get out with high charge, and I don't get why.
The objective is now active. Bring it.
Rotating bubbles. Now I would like him to bubble Mei or to bubble Mei in a more aggressive angle so he can like get more charge before the Reinhardt comes back. I'll prefer him to do this bubble rotation a little bit earlier because now his Reinhardt's back. But good that he's keeping and maintaining charge throughout the team fights in between them, right? And also not dying and getting out safely, so he doesn't have to waste time in recharging. And if you die with Zarya on high charge, you're giving up about 20-30% of charge, and that's massive. Make sure you survive. If the team fight is lost, and especially if your Reinhardt dies and feeds, make sure you get out immediately, you get out alive. That also kind of falls on the Lucio, because Lucio should be making the call out to get out as fast as possible, especially if the distance isn't, if the distance is too long, you can't like int in and get a trade, right? Especially with a map like this when they're running sim. And you lot are just going to int and feed anyway because of sim turrets. On a map like King's Row or a close range map, you might want to call and go int and trade for Reinhardt if it's a 5v6. But in this situation right here, calling for your team to disengage when the team fight is 99% lost and then Reinhardt's goal. You seeing that little thing right there, Ocean Stand? Like, let's go back 2 seconds. So, like Reinhardt's a binary character. If you think a binary is like a switch, like on and then like off, you're in the middle. Like you're never going in, you're never like committing, but you're never chilling out either. Like in that in between, you walk a few meters onto point, and then you just like back out. And what happens is that you just end up wasting shield HP and time on the clock, as well. Well, the time or rather percentage points, because you're constantly having to wait for shield to regen, and for your team to go in. Bit of a bro moment, and then you go in with 800 shield HP, and then you can back out again. 2 times in a row now, you've been in this grey area, where you kind of like go in a few meters, then you back out. And right now, if you didn't do that, if you just chilled for the last 5 seconds, you just chilled, hey, you'll be at full HP, full shield HP, and now you can just int in on this Reinhardt, who's now got low shield HP. You don't punish them at all. You gave them an opportunity to swim back. And I'm going to talk about this concept linked to this, and a little bit more later on as well. But this is kind of good ebb and flow from Vastem, right? This is really basic ebb and flow. So right now, the Mei wall's gone out. Now Vastem, we're going to pull back at 6, right? So now they're kiting. Oh, this bit is sort of as disciplined as I would like it to be. But they're kiting, they're kiting, they're kiting. They're waiting for you to waste a shield HP. Now they have a resource advantage after you waste shield. Now they're going in. So they pulled and now they're pushing. Now we push back. Now they're Reinhardt pulls. Now he pushes him back again immediately. Then gets a massive stun. Mei will plus. Oh, I forgot about this. See, chat, this is why you big notes. So this is gonna be less of like a concept, but more of like a set play. But one thing, it's in my Mei guy as well. With Temple goes over this quite well. One thing you could do is just wall off this Reinhardt and split this Zarya and split this Reinhardt in half, and then bubble your Reinhardt and pin their Reinhardt. Now, the reason why you would like to do this is because A, it's going to take time for them to walk over this wall, and you also get free damage onto the Reinhardt because it's either their Reinhardt counterpins, but he doesn't get a bubble from Zarya, so you guys kill the Reinhardt, or at the very least, put a lot of pressure on and force Immo, or Svek doesn't counterpin at all, and he gets slammed into the main wall, and he takes a bunch of damage, and you guys kill the Reinhardt, and you're one up already. Another side effect of that strategy about pinning into main wall is that there's going to be a lot of attention on that main wall. A lot of attention. And if attention is being baited by Reinhardt pinning into Mei wall, that means your McCree is going to be free on this angle right here. So your McCree can either, 2-tap the backline, or McCree can either flash the Reinhardt so he can't counterpin, and again you completely obliterate the Reinhardt. Either option is fine, doesn't really matter. But that's definitely something you could do. What else we need to talk about? Lucio speeding your McCree. So if your McCree is lagging behind a little bit, and your McCree isn't encouraging to taking the angle, we can do on Lucio is like say, or micromanage your McCree, and then say, Cree, go right side, I'm going to speed you, and then you push the McCree to go right side and take this angle. Lucio himself isn't that good in terms of winning flanks and winning map control, because Zen Orbs are going to do more than Lucio AoE healing in terms of like flanking and like taking a duel. But one thing he can do is take this angle really, really fast with speed boost. So one thing I would like to see is that as soon as Reinhardt is ready to, after he chills out and recharges his shield and gets some distance, gets a good Mei wall into the Reinhardt, all that juicy stuff as I've talked before. One thing you can do on Lucio is just speed in your McCree right side, so you can more easily and more quickly get the angle before the McCree has even chance to respond relatively to that. Your aura should be able to hit your Reinhardt, I think. Not obviously if you're standing directly in the middle here, but if you're playing wide, I think your aura can reach over here, and over here. I think it can. Don't quote me on that, but something that's nice to account for, right? Something else needs to mention: matrixing McCree and sinking pressure with Reinhardt. A matrix is really, 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 really good for A, zoning out space, and B, therefore taking that space. And again, that does sort of link to the Lucio speed boost thing, right? So where you can matrix this area over here, McCree can literally one-tap any squishy hero on the game before they can even react. Matrixing either this angle, perhaps if you're playing over here, like I said before, you can matrix it defensively and keep your Reinhardt going and going and going, and giving him more heals than their Baptiste, and also supporting this angle here to your McCree, and you will also get more damage because you can shoot, and Baptiste does a lot of damage himself, so that's also another viable option of Baptiste's matrix. And not to mention, if you matrix it over there, they have to clear this angle. Like, they have to clear this entire lane. The entire lane in front of me really, really fast, because the shield's gonna get burnt down from McCree flanking left side, and the matrix that you would hypothetically put down from over there. So they're gonna have to be really, really disciplined to make this rotation. Now on to third fight. Here we go. I think Surefour said this right. It's not like you're slow. You're having to make these choices during the team fight. If you make these choices before the team fight happens, so like Reinhardt, if you guys knew they had High Noon, and Reinhardt was like, okay guys, you know what, I'm gonna bait that High Noon. You wouldn't need that extra delay in your brain to think about when to be. You wouldn't need that delay. This is where I'm gonna coach Vazdam. This is where Vazdam like kinda messes up here. So they get 3. Chill out. Vazdam, if you're watching this, chill out. Play to live. This team fight is won. Do not int. Do not play fast. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. We want, if we're committing this team fight, we're wanting to play fast. We're gonna lose the battle of attrition here. We're gonna lose the long fight. You guys need to play slow, and you guys need to just live. Hold up shield, back off, shoot the Mei, clear the angle, back off. Like, how are they gonna win a 63 if you're all playing over here, and you're just like tippy-toeing onto point? It's not gonna happen. You're feeding into 1Trickers right now, and what happens? In the McCree overextends, he feeds. She feeds. Like, bro, this is like insane. If you just chill out, chill out. Why am I helping them? Because this applies to us as well. This applies to us. This concept of ebb and flow, right? And it's pushing and pulling. So you guys need to be pulling right now. Pull, 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 my guy. Pull. Do not push. No, 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 no. Do not push. You need to pull your back right now. There's zero ebb and flow. Zero ebb and flow. Now onto the one thing with Mei. So I've gone through that ebb and flow thing. In my Mei guide, I mentioned how you can utilize Mei Wall to block L.O.S. Saying what you can do is you can Mei Wall this Reinhardt, even though it doesn't technically split him because it's too wide of a map. Obviously, what it will do is block L.O.S. So if you wall right here, behind the Reinhardt, he can't heal, and she can't do damage. This Reinhardt is free. So wall this Reinhardt and then finish him off so he can't get healed and you can kill him. But you don't end up actually doing that. You end up not utilizing your wall. Oh, by the way, I would not cryo that much because you are getting. I would probably end cryo at like 220 HP because everyone's frozen. There's not going to be any damage going on to you, and your bubbles anyway. And you have Mei Wall, so you can like wall over here and just like kill the Reinhardt. And if you ended cryo as well, if you ended cryo earlier, you would have gotten like an extra headshot and you would have killed him probably. Okay, let's go through a recap of what just happened in the last 5 seconds. So Lamps has just been used, Bubbles has just been used, Reinhardt pin has been used, Lucio amp has just been used, and probably shift as well. Shift has been used. Like everything in the game has been used, including Mei Wall. Like Mei Wall wall this off, and I think you guys as a team need to know whether you're kiting this immediately or whether you're going to stay here. And the reason why I say that is because Club stays on heals. Or like he amps on heals rather.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
my
so he amps heals immediately. Now that's fine. But if you're going to amp heals, it's either you guys stay here. If you're going to go on speed boost, you kite all the way back. You pull all the way back as fast as you can. And you play really slow. Or you play really fast. It's one of the two. There's no in between. No in between. And again, back to that binary concept. You guys cannot be in this grey area. It's either you stay on heal, but you stay on heals. You get your Reinhardt to as much HP as possible. Your Baptiste matrixes your McCree on this right angle over here. Probably a little bit more passive, like over here. So you guys pull back, then you push back with Matrix and Cryo on off angle. You 2-tap someone, and you guys stay here. Or you guys, as a 6, you pull back aggressively and fast. Because what ends up happening is because you guys don't pull away quick enough, Ultron gets yoinked by this grab over here. He gets yoinked. Tiny bit faster to pull away, and you guys are fine. It's either you guys play here, you run the risk of your not getting grabbed, but your Cree carries the fight. So if you go back a little bit, but your Cree and you picks out with Matrix here, he's gonna do some real damage. I mean, look how linear they're playing. You can 2-tap, 3-tap anyone, or even 1-tap. Sorry, 1-tap, 2-tap, 3-tap anyone, and they're gone with Matrix. So I would much rather that than playing defensively here. So Apex does a call out for everyone to path the right side and flip the map and do rotation. I think, right? Now the reason why you want to do that is because you guys don't have a Mei Wall and they do. So if your Reinhardt peeks out like this, it's just gonna get Mei Walled, and you guys can't even Mei Wall the Mei, because again you guys don't want Mei. So your other options are to either send like a Reaper like to TP. To like, you know, I don't know, mini and split focus and make sure that the Mei, the core are looking at the Reaper and not at the Reinhardt, so your team and your core can push through because you guys split focus. Or what's even more likely, because you guys aren't running a Reaper or a Sombra or a Tracer or whatnot, is to do a rotation. Now this is very big brain. This rotation is a little bit sloppy. Most teams will clump on rotates, so no one gets caught out, especially the backline. But right here, Apex, you guys do it eventually, so fine, fair play on you. But rotate now. Like, why are you stopping here? Like, keep going. All you guys have accomplished in those last 10 seconds is give them a free 9% on point. So I would have much rather for you guys to rotate through here and speed amp over or behind here so that you're left unscouted, or like, you know, mostly unscouted, and you don't take as much damage as you would. And then you end up flipping the map. One of the reasons that you split the map is not just because you avoid Mei Wall. It's also because the enemy team will give up their angles. Look how sloppy Vasim are playing. Where is that angle? Where? It's nowhere. I can fit all 6 players on my screen right now. There's no angle. Junkrat's not even looking over here. There's no angle here. Well, there is an angle here, but no angle here. No angle back here. No angle here. No angle here. No angle above. It's just everyone's clumped up into one spot. There's zero map control. Zero. Now, thankfully, I'm not coaching as them. So, J-Hurst, you can find a solution to this problem, and not me. So, enjoy fixing this, not just on Lijang, but on other maps as well. That's your job. But yeah, this is a really good rotate. Really good. Really good call by Apex. And what's even better is that this angle now is free. Like Apex should without a doubt be playing it, and he does. Especially considering they're not running a McCree or they're not running a reliable hit scan. Baptiste is the only one who can maybe contest it. But even if they were running a McCree, you would still be wanting to play here because you've got another angle, you've got cover, wide L.O.S. like I mentioned before, and you've got health pack as well. The only threat is Lucio. These are calls and positioning I would be expecting from like a mid GM Baptiste, like on a real.
Get in here. Let them up.
Don't like the lamp. Do not like the lamp there. Completely useless lamp. But notice the angles right here, chat. Notice the angles. This is Class A map control. Class A textbook map control. McCree's taking the angle. The enemy team are clumped up into one direction, looking at one direction, and you've also got another angle here by the Baptiste. Class A map control. Class A. And I know that immediately. Before, even though it's a 5v6, or a second ago it was a 6v6, I know just from the angles, this fight is already won. This fight's already won. So, DPRB. SR means now. Yeah, you're right. Like, Apex is 3-6. He's 3-6, and he's doing this. I would not be expecting a 3-6 Baptiste to be doing this right now, let alone making the call to rotate and flip the map. The only little nitpicky bit that I would maybe want to see is, I believe, Ocean Stand pulls back a little bit, so you can see like Ocean Stand is still playing a little bit passive, waiting for shield, and then you guys matrix and you peek the angle. But even then, I wouldn't even be that concerned.
Anyways, that's it for the video. If you enjoy this type of content and want to see more of it, let me know down below, and join my Discord to get notified about the SPILO collab and giveaway.